sea otters, playful, curious, and incredibly intelligent. But beneath their adorable faces lies a fight for survival. These incredible marine mammals are keystone species, meaning their survival directly impacts the health of entire ocean ecosystems. Yet, they face countless threats: oil spills, entanglement in fishing gear, pollution, habitat destruction, and even illegal poaching. Their population has dwindled dramatically over the past century, making every rescue mission critical. Today, we take you deep into the heart of sea otter rescue, where dedicated teams work tirelessly to save, rehabilitate, and release these remarkable animals back into the wild. This is their story. It all starts with a call. A kayaker spots something unusual: a small otter floating alone in the water, barely moving. It looks weak, struggling against the waves. Normally, otters are active, constantly grooming their dense fur to stay warm. But this one drifts listlessly, a sign of trouble. Rescue teams are immediately alerted. Every second counts. Without its thick fur in proper condition, an otter can't maintain its body temperature. Unlike other marine mammals, sea otters lack a thick layer of blubber, relying solely on their fur, some of the densest in the animal kingdom, to trap air and insulate them. If that fur becomes contaminated with oil or chemicals, hypothermia can set in quickly. As rescuers approach, they assess the situation carefully. The otter doesn't flee. It's too weak. A sign that something is seriously wrong. Slowly, the team maneuvers their rescue boat closer. With careful precision, they scoop the otter from the water, immediately wrapping it in warm, dry towels to prevent further heat loss. Now, the real work begins. Back at the rescue center, a team of specialized marine veterinarians jumps into action. The otter is laid on a soft mat, its breathing shallow. A full examination reveals the harsh reality. It's dehydrated, malnourished, and suffering from exposure. Further tests show traces of pollutants in its fur and bloodstream, likely from runoff pollution or a recent oil spill. To stabilize the otter, IV fluids are administered, along with carefully measured nutrients. It's too weak to eat solid food just yet, so rescuers begin tube feeding a special formula designed to help it regain strength. For now, all they can do is monitor and wait. Day by day, the otter fights to recover. At first, it barely moves. Every breath is a struggle. But with round-the-clock care, it begins to show signs of improvement. First, a slight twitch of its paws. Then, an attempt to groom itself, a promising sign that it's regaining the instincts needed to survive. Nutrition is key. A sea otter must consume nearly 25% of its body weight in food every single day to maintain its metabolism. Rescuers slowly introduce small bites of fish, then pieces of shrimp, monitoring how well the otter can eat on its own. Eventually, live crabs are added to its diet. It's a crucial step. Hunting skills must be relearned before the otter can ever return to the wild. The next stage is swimming therapy. The otter is introduced to a controlled water habitat designed to mimic the open ocean. At first, it struggles, its body still weak from the ordeal. But gradually, with encouragement, it starts to swim again, growing stronger with each session. For orphaned pups, the journey is even more difficult. Sea otter pups are entirely dependent on their mothers for survival. Without them, they lack the skills needed to hunt, groom, and even stay afloat properly. This is where surrogate mothers come in. Older, rescued sea otters that cannot be released back into the wild are paired with orphaned pups, acting as foster parents to teach them critical survival skills. These bonds are life-saving. Without them, many pups wouldn't stand a chance. As weeks pass, the rescued otter reaches a crucial milestone. It must prove it can survive on its own. Cameras monitor its every move. Can it hunt? Can it groom itself efficiently? Can it navigate the water without assistance? Only the strongest otters are approved for release. If an otter isn't ready, it stays. The goal is always long-term survival, not just a quick return to the ocean. But today is different. This otter has passed every test. It's time. Rescuers transport it to a protected coastline, far from busy harbors and human interference. The water is calm, the habitat ideal. The moment arrives. The crate door is opened. For a brief moment, hesitation. The otter looks around, taking in its surroundings. Then, freedom. With a swift dive, it disappears beneath the waves. Moments later, it resurfaces, shaking the water from its fur before swimming off into the open sea. It's a victory. One otter saved. One life